Mountain Hurricane, this place with its violent winds, is named after a dragon. A long time ago, a dragon ruled these lands, but the founder slayed it, and it became the guardian of his family. The hero walked and pondered what had recently happened. Anyone who makes a contract with a supreme being must have a dragon guardian, though nothing had been heard of the dragon guardian of Sotareth. It was most likely due to his hibernation. The hero said hello to the man. The dragon was glad that the hero had come to him, since Jean had brought some food. The hero had been hiding Hurricane in the library for a long time. The hero asked the dragon why he had fought Timar. The man turned around and said that he did not remember, as it was 1,000 years ago. The hero was able to understand one important thing. The dragon was incredibly fond of the strawberry pie made by his babysitter. The hero wrote down everything the dragon said to Igor. The man asked if the boy understood any of what he said. The hero admitted that only 30%. The dragon told the boy not to worry. Many people his age can't understand anything, so the rest are even lazy. The hero said there are differences. He's not an ordinary kid, he's a rankandle, he can't afford that. The hero had 12 brothers and sisters, other relatives as well. Jean confessed that if he wanted to crush them all, he would have to try hard. The hero asked how much the founder of their clan would have understood from the book. At the same time, the boy wondered how he would look compared to the strongest man in history. The dragon reacted ambiguously. He said that a Themar of hero's age would not have been able to read even a page. The dragon admitted that theory is not always important, because the Themar hasn't read books and fought brilliantly. The man said that the hero had potential, but that he was still no match for the Timar. The boy asked if he would ever be able to lead a family. The dragon replied that yes. The hero has a contract with a Sotareth, yes, and is able to read such complex writings. The man put his hand on the hero's head and said that he was still young, so he should keep training. The dragon encouraged Jean by saying that he could even surpass the founder. The boy didn't believe it, but the dragon was sure of his words. He told of what the supreme being was called, namely infinity. The dragon explained that to soldier its power is infinite, and the hero, as a man who signed a contract with him, also has no limit. The dragon decided to teach the hero a secret technique to cheer him up. The man proudly presented the technique he wanted to teach the hero, the release of shadow energy. The boy was interested in what the dragon wanted to teach him. The dragon said they would learn carefully and gradually. The hero asked where they would start. The man told Jean to learn how to unleash mana. The boy had the normal question in such a situation: why? The dragon explained that to release shadow energy, you need to be able to control mana flawlessly. The dragon said it would take them 2 to 3 years. Jean was not particularly happy at the prospect of having to spend a lot of time on it. The dragon talked about how you can't learn anything without knowing the basics, and the hero summoned mana into his hand. The boy showed it to the dragon and asked what he should do next. The man was incredibly surprised at what the hero showed. He asked how he did it. The hero said he had been able to do this for a long time. The dragon said that they need to learn how to move mana, and the hero instantly did what the man said. Seeing such speed, the dragon called the boy a genius and decided to show him what releasing shadow energy looked like. The hero was pleased and put his mana away. The dragon explained and paralleled doing. Shadow energy is drawn from shadows. A supreme being created all the shadows in their world. The shadows emitted by the dragon began to quietly flood the room. The shadows began to move, and the dragon continued. The hero, as the ambassador of a higher being in the future, could become the Lord of Shadows. The dragon asked the hero's opinion. Jean was fascinated by the power he was able to see. At the same time in another place, the knight approached Luna, who was the hero's older sister. The girl said that they would soon handle the sweep, about 4 months to go. The girl had a wistful look on her face. Plucking her weapon from the corpse of the monster she had killed, she asked, "What do 9-year-old children like?" A little while later, the twins left Storm Castle, Hero wishing them good luck. The hero was hailed by his babysitter. She congratulated him on his birthday. The hero turned 9. The hero thanked Gilly and asked her to give everyone a piece. Jean was approached by the knight. He came over and apologized for interrupting. At the same time, the older sister was already in the castle. She had arrived at Jin's house, and the knight told her about it. The hero and his babysitter were very surprised. It was the eldest sister, the first child of the head of the family, a knight of the 9th rank, the white whale Luna Rankandle. The girl, though a first child, was not interested in power, so she seemed a lonely, white whale. For this reason, Luna never cared about other children. In a past life, they were more like strangers than family. And now this girl decided to come to the castle without any warning. The hero assumed that something terrible had happened. The hero was worried that the meter might find out that he was in the secret library. The hero turned to Luna. The girl noticed that the hero had grown older. The hero said that if he had known that his sister was coming, he would have dressed appropriately, and the girl stroked him on the head and called him sweet. The sister became worried that the hero looked sick. The guy confessed that he wasn't sick, just a little nervous, and that caused the sister to react. The hero went on talking. Since it was the first time he was seeing his sister so close, he was all nervous. The girl was immersed in thoughts. She thought her brother thought she had come to spy on him. She clenched her fists. Her face looked grim, as she didn't even have it in her mind to follow him. She confessed that she had behaved disrespectfully. Jean didn't understand what was going on and asked what her sister was talking about. The girl said that she shouldn't have forgotten that the guy was a Rankandle. The sister apologized with a saddened look. She got down on one knee and started talking. The girl wanted to ask Jean to talk in private. The hero was relieved that his sister wanted to talk to him. Jean said that of course he didn't mind talking to the girl. His sister sat down in a chair and expressed her desire to talk about something, which was the reason she had come. The hero asked his sister what she wanted to talk about. The girl confessed that from the moment her father came to see the boy, he had attracted the attention of the other siblings. The sister took her brother by the hand and told him that when he left the castle of the storm, the family would begin to watch him closely. The girl made a serious face and asked the hero not to get involved in the family conflict. The sister sincerely wanted the hero not to be hurt because of their family's custom. The hero was surprised and realized that this was the reason why she left the war for the throne. Now the guy was worried about why the girl didn't come in a past life. Initially he thought he was not worthy to talk to her. But after seeing his sister's worried face, he understood. Because in his past life no one saw him as a rival. Jean thanked his sister, but hastened to give her the blame, for he had no intention of dropping out of the game. The girl continued to speak, and asked the hero to give it up, but the boy was unyielding. He confessed that he had already been assassinated, which really surprised and angered the girl. The hero said that for this reason there was no going back. The girl asked who dared to do this to her brother. She was enraged, which made the dishes crack and the room begin to get fouled by her aura. The girl with an incredibly grim look asked for the name of the person who was trying to hurt the hero. Jean confessed that he didn't know the name of the person who was trying to do it. The hero hastened to reassure his sister and said that even though the attempt was made, he was perfectly fine. The sister finally calmed down after the hero expressed his joy that not everyone in the family wanted him dead. She hugged Jean. The girl was saddened that the hero had already been dragged into this conflict. The hero was surprised that Luna was an incredibly kind person. The girl changed the subject and said it was not a good idea to talk about sad things on a holiday. The girl knew that it was the hero's birthday. The sister said she had come to congratulate the hero and reached into her pocket. She pulled out a pendant. Luna asked the boy to turn his back to her so she could put the pendant on him. The girl explained that it wasn't just any pendant, and if the guy found himself in danger, all he had to do was break the stone, and she would come to the rescue wherever she was. The girl wished Jean a happy birthday. A sister brought a cake. She fed the hero with a spoon. Seeing this kind of relationship between brother and sister, Nani was very happy. It was time for Luna to leave, and she said goodbye to her brother. Jean said goodbye and told his sister to take care of herself. The dragon greeted the newly arrived hero and immediately asked about the pendant. Jean told him that it was a birthday present. The man said that whoever gave such a gift loved the hero very much, as the thing was not simple. It was an artifact of the demon king of Orgel. 1,000 years ago, people risked their lives to get their hands on one of his artifacts. The dragon said that the pendant is very valuable because it gives resistance to magic below the 5th circle, increases mana, and most likely has the ability to summon. The hero noticed that the dragon knew a lot about this thing, and the dragon was at once proud, since he was living in that period. The dragon noticed a very strong man who had already left and asked if the gift was from him. The hero said it was his sister, and yes, it was her gift. The dragon also said that she probably noticed his energy. The hero got the cake, as he was sure his sister had no reason to tell anyone. The dragon said that such a thing is given to the closest people. He was sure that the sister would always protect the hero. A little earlier the girl had noticed the energy. She assumed her brother was up to something, and preferred to pretend she knew nothing. The dragon was enjoying the cake. There was a look of disdain on the hero's face. Her sister, on the other hand, was determined to remain at her brother's side at all times. Jean had assumed that life in the castle would be boring, but it turned out to be different. Goodbye and the hopes of his father. The heart of a phoenix from his sister Marie. A friendship with Luna, and even an acquaintance with the dragon of the Murican. A boy could not even dream of such a thing in a past life. Today, the hero turned 10 years old. He fought a knight, and struck a blow that the opponent successfully blocked. The opponent wanted to strike, but the hero was able to block the attack. The boy was advancing on a larger opponent, but he easily blocked his blows. The knight stared at the hero with an eerie look. The knight could now understand why the head himself was interested in Jean. From the look in the hero's eyes, he thought the boy was assessing whether he was fit to be a teacher. The knight decided to finish his training. He turned to the hero. The knight confessed that he was honored to train Jean. He promised to do everything in his power to train the hero. Jean said that in such a case, he would rely on the teacher. The hero looked at the burning candle. He decided to put his finger in the fire. A smile appeared on the boy's face. Nanny was worried about Jean, but the hero reassured her that he had developed a resistance to fire. Nani said that this is the first time she has seen the effect of the phoenix heart. In fact, the hero only ate half the heart. He intended to finish the rest in a couple of years. The babysitter asked to tell the hero in advance what he would need, for they were leaving at dawn. The girl turned her attention to the hero's books. She asked if she could take them on the journey, and the boy agreed, as he intended to read them on the way. The nanny asked if she should take anything else, but the hero refused. The girl also said she would make Jean a strawberry shortcake. The hero jumped up from the table, as if he had remembered something. He told the nanny that he would take a little walk and left. Jean went into the vault and brought the dragon in. The hero said he was leaving tomorrow. The dragon was really looking forward to this day. The boy asked how he could take the man with him. The dragon said Jean didn't have to worry. The man said that even though he is weak, it is nothing for him. No one will even notice. The hero was surprised that the dragon was weak, and he said it was impossible not to be weakened after sleeping for 1,000 years. The hero asked if the dragon could regain his strength, and of course the dragon said yes. He proudly said that he was a guardian. The dragon told the hero to become a strong swordsman mage as soon as possible, and the hero was interested in the dragon's words that Rankandles used to have magic. In a past life, the hero heard from a higher being that his family used to wield both sword and magic. Now everyone has forgotten about it. The dragon said that the hero's family denied magic because of a humiliating treaty that was signed 1,000 years ago. The dragon confessed that even though he is a guardian, no one is likely to be happy to see him return. But if it had happened 1,000 years ago, they would have been honored. The hero reacted unemotionally to the dragon's words again. The dragon said that he will hide well, so they can go together. The hero said he cared about the place where the dragon slept, for if anyone found the vault, it would be empty. The man was angry, for he is proud, and is the dragon of shadows himself. The hero removed the dragon's hand, and the dragon told him he would cast an illusion, though because he was weak it wouldn't last long. True, the dragon was intent on regaining his strength soon, so he didn't think it was a problem. Jean thanked the man. The hero said he had a gift for him. The gift, however, was a pie made from the first strawberries of the year and wine that the boy had swiped. The dragon was incredibly happy with such a gift. He even started drooling. The dragon was now in a good mood and asked to be introduced to the nanny. The nanny voiced her concerns to the hero, and that he should be more careful. Jean told the girl not to worry, he would invest the full amount. The knights, Jerome and Holtz, arrived and brought the young lord in. They were the hero's guards, and he said he would trust them. The whole group headed out on their journey. They were on their way to the carriage. As they walked, the hero thought about the fact that now his journey had finally begun. As it was now on its way to the Rankandle estate, the Garden of Swords. The carriage was on its way. Nanny looked wistfully out the window and complained about the heavy snowfall. The girl said that it would be necessary to reduce the snowfall in the village, as the road will be swept away. The babysitter also said that if there is too much snow, they will not be able to teleport. Suddenly the carriage rattled. The guard said that they were ambushed and ordered the hero and his nurse to stay inside. The nanny told the hero that the knights were of the 7th rank, so everything would be fine. They were attacked by a detachment of about 20 men. There were mages, warriors, maybe even archers. The girl said that it is unlikely that there is someone above the 20th rank. The hero became nervous. Jean told Jilly to get out of the carriage immediately. The girl did not understand, but the hero explained the knights were not to leave it unattended under any circumstances. Someone had to stay. After these words, the girl's face immediately changed. She assumed that one of the two was a traitor or an impostor. Jean said it was more likely that something had been planted in the carriage, and they needed to leave. The girl said she understood. Nanny covered herself with an aura and said she would protect the hero. Taking the boy in her arms, the girl broke free from the carriage. They began to retreat. The nanny said that as soon as they arrived she would get the punishment she deserved, and the hero reassured her that there was no need to think about it. The hero said they needed to go back as he was determined to make sure of one thing. The guy speculated that the ambush might have been set by their allies. What bothered the hero was that they hadn't chased him. He didn't seem to be their target. The red-haired man ordered his men to find Jean. Nani and Hiro looked on. The men who attacked them were a Utah family that was part of the Mithel family of mages, and the Black King's mercenary unit. The mage spotted the hero and his Nana and shouted to his allies. The hero's allies were intent on protecting him. The captain of the Black King's detachment arrived. The hero looked at the knights and realized that they were not traitors but impostors, as if they had the 7th rank, they would have easily made it. The knights pointed their weapons. Nani yelled at them, and said what and asked what they wanted. The enemy smiled. He had no intention of revealing his intentions to a mud of rank handles. Nani asked what he and Jean would do. The hero said to kill one, and to cut off the other's hands and bring him to the hero. The girl immediately moved to carry out the young master's order. She approached the enemy and struck him with a swift blow. The second traitor saw the death of his partner and was frightened. He tried to attack, but quickly lost his arm. The girl continued to attack, and soon the enemy's second arm was severed as well. The knight lay on the snow without both arms. The girl looked at him wryly and dragged him to Jean. She begged him in front of the boy. And the hero explained that to be a Nani, you have to be a warrior of at least the 7th rank. The hero said that if they wanted to kill him, they should have sent more high-ranking knights. But the enemy started yelling. He said it was just a warning and their family was going to end soon. The hero said he understood, and he wanted the same. He said with a terrifying vid that the reign of the Rankhandles would end, and the reign of Jean Rankhandle would begin. The enemy was incredibly angry. He shouted the glory of the great Zippel family. Jean's mind immediately went blank. This was the famous family of mages that ruled the other half of the world, the Zippel. Unlike the Rankhandles, who honed their sword skills, they honed their magic. 1,000 years ago, the Zippel and the Rankhandles made a humiliating pact that made it illegal for the Rankhandle family to use magic. The hero wondered who would dare to do such a thing, and it turned out to be only Zippel ambassadors. Jean said to ask for the enemy's body somewhere, for there was no point in talking to him. The enemy cried out to be killed, and Nani dragged him away. The hero wondered if this was not an order from the Zippel leaders. Most likely their subordinates would do whatever they wanted. The hero wondered if a normal disguise could not fool a warrior of the 7th rank. Then the hero assumed it was the work of one bastard.